late night breakthroughs. Everything that you see that comes on Late Night Breakthrough, Midday Breakthrough, you can find it right here on this YouTube channel. Now wait, listen, I don't know if you've taken a minute to do so, but make sure that you subscribe to this channel, you've liked at least a couple of the videos, if not all of the videos, and you've hit the notification bell so that you can be notified every time that a new video or content is uploaded right here to this channel. It's all about your breakthrough here. We're not getting over anything. We're not getting around some things. We are simply getting through them together. You're going to find everything that you need to know about our shirts, how to connect with us, any future things that we're doing with Late Night Breakthrough. You're going to see it right here on this YouTube channel. We're going to be connecting so much to the point that I think we may have to expand to TV. Now listen, I'm so excited about what God has for all of us in this space. Invite your family, invite your friends, share the videos, do whatever you must. But remember, in this space, we're not getting over a thing, we're not going around it. We are breaking through it. You may break through, you may break out. But in this space and in this season, you will not break down. All right, enjoy the channel, and thank you guys so much for being a part of it. I'm Minister D. I'll let you later.
We prepare the way for the King. We prepare the way for Jesus. We prepare the way for the King. We prepare the way for Jesus. We prepare the way.
Hey, what's up, Late Night Breakthrough fam? Listen, this is the official YouTube channel for our Late Night Breakthroughs. Everything that you see that comes on Late Night Breakthrough, Midday Breakthrough, you can find it right here on this YouTube channel. Now wait, listen. I don't know if you've taken a minute to do so, but make sure that you subscribe to this channel. You've liked at least a couple of the videos, if not all of the videos, and you've hit the notification bell so that you can be notified every time that a new video or content is uploaded right here to this channel. It's all about your breakthrough here. We're not getting over anything. We're not getting around some things. We are simply getting through them together. You're going to find everything that you need to know about our shirts, how to connect with us, any future things that we're doing with Late Night Breakthrough. You're going to see it right here on this YouTube channel. We're going to be connecting so much to the point that I think we may have to expand to TV. Now listen, I'm so excited about what God has for all of us in this space. Invite your family, invite your friends, share the videos, do whatever you must. But remember, in this space, we're not getting over a thing, we're not going around it. We are breaking through it. You may break through, you may break out. But in this space and in this season, you will not break down. All right, enjoy the channel, and thank you guys so much for being a part of it. I'm Minister D. I'll let you later. taught looking at the world the way the child was taught to look at the world. Whether it was you don't matter, you're not worthy, you're not good enough, you don't qualify, girl, you're not beautiful, bruh, you ain't all that. You know what I'm saying? Whatever the way was that you were taught to look at the world, it was somebody that gave you this. Sometimes you got to ask yourself, who mindset is this? Oh, that's good. Who mindset, I'm clapping in the mic, y'all, like we at church. Who mindset have I adopted? Is this really the way I think about my life? Or is this the way others think about my life? And I have began to adopt this mindset. But sometimes it will help on our journey if we would just stop and ask ourselves, who mindset is this? Who thought process of life? All right, family. So listen, I can move this thing out of the way now. I'm excited, y'all, because we are hanging out for a real transparent conversation, but a very important conversation because it's a conversation about Breakthrough University. I wish I had like the little clappers that I have on my podcast. Oh, I got clappers, Jen. Yeah, y'all clap. Yeah. Let's do it again. Everybody clap. I got a live audience. Who knew? A live audience. Okay, I'm so excited because we have a chance to really come together and discuss something that is so important to all of us, and that is Breakthrough University. Why am I excited about Breakthrough University? Well, there's a number of reasons, but the main reason I got to say is because of the fact that Breakthrough University, to me, has become one of the ways that we go forward as a family. It has become one of the ways that we build our village. We've grown, we've laughed, we've oh my God, we definitely cry. That's without a doubt. We definitely cry. And so I'm excited about Breakthrough University. I'm excited for so many reasons, but I'm really excited because BTU3, it just sounds like the trinity of all breakthroughs. Like something major is going to happen in BTU3. Something great is going to come out of BTU3. I thought when we finished BTU1 that there was no way BTU2 could top BTU3. I mean, BTU1 was not possible. But I will say BTU2 blew me away as well. I've enjoyed all of our breakthrough family. At this point, I think it's probably more than 30, more than 40 of us have gone through the process so far and have broken through. And you're going to hear from some of those amazing people tonight. And I'm excited to share with you that registration is open. So you can click the link in the bio. You can go to latenightbreakthrough.com and register there. Or you can always inbox me if you can't find them. You can get with me, Jen or Honey or who, any of our registrants who can get us registered and get us connected for our Breakthrough University. It's so important. I was laughing the other day because one of our family members said, was saying, what was it? What they said, Mr. D, your name has weight. And we had a whole live about this. So when I was building the website the other day, the guy kind of pointed out something that was very important, that this idea of family, it rarely exists today. It's almost an every man for himself world. So I love the notion of us being a family. I love that we rely on each other, that we lean on each other, we laugh together, we cry together, we grow together. And so Breakthrough University means a lot. So we're going to make the most of this live for you. And we have our family. I have Coach Cheryl with me. I have Jen. I have Fee. I have Honey. She's going to, by way of the voice of an angel. So it's just it's really an amazing thing to bring these amazing people together. They've been a part of the journey. Some a part of BTU1. Coach Cheryl and myself have been at this now all throughout this year, and so BTU3 to have this course 3 times in 1 year. I mean, we started, I think, in October. And so by the time we get to October, it would have made the first year of Breakthrough University. And our goal is to see more, at least over 100 people break through in the first year. So that means we are aiming for a lot of people in this BTU3 course because it's important. You've been breaking and probably even breaking down, but this time it's a requirement that you break through. What is the difference between a breakdown and the breakthrough, Minister D? Because I don't be seeing how they make a difference, right? I get it, fam. But the difference between a breakdown and a breakthrough is very simple. It is your choice to trust God. It's your choice to hold on to God, to try Him and give Him the authority and reverence Him as who He is in your life. That is the difference. A breakthrough and a breakdown really look the same. It's the same process. It's the same steps. It's the same circumstances. The difference is the choice that we make. One of the things we'll talk about today is how to use your help to hurt. I mean, your hurt to help you. And the reason why that is important is because some of us break down because we've been hurt and we've just set on the hurt and we've gotten over some stuff, but we never got through anything. And the problem with getting over things is that the things we get over, we give permission to come back and get over on us. So we have to understand that it's important to break through because to break through, you have to do what? Go through it. Okay? You got to go through it. Some of us are going through some stuff that is necessary. It's hurtful, but it's necessary. So listen, go ahead and throw it in the chat. I have to get through this. Okay? I can't just get over this. I have to get through this. I have to get through being lied on. I have to get through being hurt. I have to get through walking away from what I was in. I have to get through this. I don't have a choice to get over it. I have an assignment to get through it. And when I get through this, I can put life in perspective and become the better version of myself that I was born to be. It's hard and uncomfortable in life when we live life as someone we are not. And who you are not is the person that got over whatever happened. Who you are is the person that will decide inevitably at some point to deal with it. Who you are is the result of taking the hurt and using it to help yourself grow. Okay, so I am very excited to welcome our Breakthrough family on with me. I want to start with Coach Cheryl because Coach Cheryl and I mean, that's, it's Coach Cheryl, y'all. I mean, what can I say? She's not always nice to me. Now,
You really gonna get it after this.
oh, jeez, that's funny.
You have people
That
thinking
is
I'm
so
mean.
funny. So listen, I'm excited. I'm excited to have Coach Cheryl with me, y'all. Coach, can you? I don't know. Can y'all hear Coach Cheryl? Tell me if you can hear Coach Cheryl.
Yes.
If you can't, let me know. But she said she really gonna get after this. Hey, Coach. So listen, I'm so excited that I get a chance. It's not often that we get to do this together. That we get to hang out and laugh and stuff. All jokes aside, and don't get me, okay? I apologize. Okay, will you forgive me?
Yeah, I'm thinking about it.
You
But
giving it some thought?
You have people thinking I'm just so mean when they come into Breakthrough University.
no,
they just don't know
no.
what to expect.
No, I hope people don't think that. I hope people understand that you are so loving and you're so exact. You are to the point, and I think that's the truth of who you are. It has, I mean, it really, you're really not. You've not ever really been mean to me. You've always been to the point with me. So I got to share this. So, Coach Cheryl, you remember how I came to you and I'm like, I'm gonna be doing this thing called Breakthrough University, and you were like, okay, I'm interested. And I what was funny was I said it to her, and then I thought about it afterward, like, oh dang, we're gonna be doing that at 1 o'clock in the morning. She ain't gonna be up for that. But it turned out that she was absolutely she was up for the challenge, and she would be up at night ready to be a part of Breakthrough. And it just so happened that she came in, and that was her she let me know, like, okay, what are we doing? Actually, Coach Cheryl came back to me with it, was like, okay, now, you done told me this, but what's going on? And so I said, oh, okay, Coach, well, this is what's happening. And she said, well, I'm in. And she has been with us, I mean, ever since. From that day forward, she's been a part of what we're doing. So, Coach Cheryl, I got to ask you, what did you think when that happened?
Well, I know how you are. You'll say things and then you forget you said it. And
Very
then
much so. Very much so.
you had talked to me. You had mentioned to me about, well, you first had started going on TikTok, and I was like, what is that? I don't do TikTok.
Oh, that's true. That's true. And you went down. I never
Yeah, I
forget
had
it.
to
So
get to
wow.
my grandson to help me get on TikTok so I could see what you were doing.
Oh man,
Mhm.
that's true.
And so I had to set an alarm to even, well, not really, not really. I just didn't want to miss you, but you. And so I asked him, like, okay, how do you know when somebody's on? Because I don't see him. I can't find him.
Right, right.
I learned quickly anyway. But
And I forgot what your name was originally when you came in. But hey, if we can, let our family know in our group meets that we are on YouTube. So if somebody can drop the YouTube link, that'll be dope. If it hadn't already happened. But I was like, man, Coach Cheryl is not gonna be up that late. But you were up that late. What have you realized since starting Breakthrough University, from when we started last year to now? Like, what's been some great revelatory moments for you?
well, I mean, just seeing the people break through. I mean, seeing the changes in their lives when you just kind of like work with them. Give them some insight because a lot of people just don't know. They
That's
don't
true.
know what they don't know, and so we are
Wow.
there when where they are. We meet them where they are at this particular time of the morning, that they're really serious about being there because they're up at this time of the
They're
morning,
up. They're up.
and then to see the light bulbs go off when you just give them some insight, just give them what the Word of God says, and that helps tremendously.
Look, Tree said in the chat, raise your hand sincerely and say, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Because he never really means it anyway.
I'm sorry. Okay, Teresa, I took your advice. I'm not forgiven. Okay. Uh, no, no, no. It's all love. Coach Cheryl knows I love her, and Coach Cheryl loves me. So I'm fortunate with that. And really, Coach Cheryl, you've been the best person to facilitate Breakthrough with, because again, that was a God thing. That wasn't plotted. That wasn't planned. Um, Literally, that was just obeying God and not understanding how it will work. And even in that moment, my thoughts saying, "Oh, this is not going to work because this is not going to. She's not going to want to do this." And you absolutely rose to the occasion and said, "No, I will," and you have ever since then. And but that was something you shared, that about going to the world and reaching the world. And it's funny because even through this platform, God literally has I mean, we have reached the world. We've reached so many people around the world. And I mean, our Breakthrough University family is so diverse. Nobody's in one area. Some people are in BTU from work, or some are at home. Some are under the cover. While they're breaking through. You know, it's just
It's really under the cover.
diverse. You know,
Lord.
look, I've seen it all. We have seen it all. So
I
we've
mean,
seen everything.
ETU two really threw me for a loop because I mean they were really under the cover. I was like, are we gonna be able to help them this group because they sleep?
I'm trying to make sure y'all can't hear Jen. You can hear Jen, so she's in the background. I think what's really funny is um, exactly what God told you would happen in your life is happening. And again, as you said it, just seeing our family break through. There were those moments where in Breakthrough University where you look at someone and you realize they got it, they broke. And I won't ever forget the night that Minister Charles broke through. I mean, that was such a memorable night for me because he really made it clear that he was breaking, and you could see that. And he has since, I mean, since then, have moved on and elevated on his journey. But I think that's probably one of my most memorable moments of seeing breakthrough happen. Also, seeing sisters look at each other and tell each other, despite their circumstance, for the first time as adult women, hearing someone say, "I believe you." You know, that's the type of revelatory and transformative moments we've seen in Breakthrough University. And it really does make us a stronger family. I've seen us come in maybe as strangers from social media, but I mean, I love when Kia will go in into BTU2 and she'll just drop love after love. And it's so funny because I remember when Kia came into BTU2, she said, you know, I'm not big on this love thing. And I asked her one day, I'm like, if I said I love you, would you believe it? And she's like, no, no, I absolutely would not. But now to see her being the one to say, listen, fam, I love y'all. That's just the growth of this environment and this community. And I'm so thankful. I'm thankful for every person who uses their heart to be in this space. Coach Cheryl, I got to talk about this. Remember when I was like, maybe I should just do this for free and we shouldn't charge anything? Jen, be quiet. And we shouldn't charge anything. What did you say?
If there's no skin in the game, they're not gonna do anything. They're not gonna take advantage of it
That's right.
because they don't have any input in it. You know. So.
Right. And so what was funny about that was I was in flesh. I was in self because I'm like, they ain't gonna be how about we taking folk money. But the Lord began to challenge me on this understanding because this is your commitment and this is your investment in yourself. And I didn't believe in me enough to think that what God was going to release through me, my words, my life, would be transformative and transparent enough that it would render itself or lend itself to change in anyone else's life. So there would be no point. Why would God use this space? So even I had to go through those moments of breakthrough. And that was the confirmation. I was like, I don't know. And Coach Cheryl made it clear that if someone gets this, and everybody will take it if it's free. But and what happens is you rob those who are serious about their breakthrough journey. And so we realized how important this environment was to break through. And so I'm really excited. I'm really grateful for that, Coach Cheryl. I'm grateful that you accepted the opportunity to come on board and really take this to another level because everyone knows when you speak. I know it's like, oh, we make you seem so scary, but you're not. You're just to the point. And we have seen many times that for a lot of us, that's what we needed. We needed someone to the point that was not gonna. We couldn't get over on them. We couldn't play all them emotional games with them. But they would deal with us accordingly. And Coach Cheryl, you give us that. You give us that balance of I'm not here to play, I'm here to build. And because you're here to build, it helps us get where we're going. So listen, I want to do this real quick. I want to I want to share with you guys and let you guys hear from some of our BTU family. And then this is pretty good sized video, but it's worth it because you get to hear the hearts of those who have been a part of BTU, and they get to share some of their story with you. And then we're gonna come back and have this conversation with. Well, no, you know what? Let's do this real quick. I want to add Jen and Fee to the conversation, and then we'll run that. Okay, is that cool?
That's
All
cool.
right. So let me pull up Jen. Where's she at? There she go. Hey Jen, let me get you pulled up.
Hey.
So Jen, kind of, I'm gonna pass this to you. Kind of share your story. I mean, you already have a 12,000 minute video, but
It was 2 minutes. 2 minutes and 4 seconds though.
oh, yours was exactly 2 minutes. But let me bring you on. So Jen came in to BTU. I really love how Jen came in because you were sponsored. Someone said, "Listen, we're
Hmm.
gonna sponsor." But Jen, when you came, your request was for. You go ahead and tell us when you came to BTU.
So if you guys join and do the Connect card, you're going to get a phone call, whether it's from Honey, whether it's from Minister D, which, or, we have a couple people that do the phone calls. And what happens is you're asked, are you ready to break? What's going on in your life that you're at this moment? And, you know, in talking with Minister D, I think it was an hour-long conversation. And my request was family. I mean, that has always been since I could remember 2 years old. Family, family was driven in me. The strong need, the urge for family. And so one of the requests that I had with them is, I just need family. I need community. And so, what um, Breakthrough University has done is given that family, that community, and there's a bond. When you go through 6 weeks of working on your inner self and you're being raw and you're being open, you start developing those relationships with the ones around you, because it's really, as it's already been said, it's a bond, but it's real, like it's genuine. It's a place of safety that you can share and allow yourself to share your story and share your traumas and get it out.
That's so true. I think one of the coolest things that I enjoy with our family is, of course, just the camaraderie and the laughter. But when you came into Breakthrough, Jen, you just had a story out of this world, and your story was unfolding in layers. I mean, it wasn't
Mhm.
like I'm putting it all on the table now. It was like
Mhm.
every other week. It was like, okay, now she's topping like, whoa, okay, what else happened? I was just waiting on you to say you fell off the moon and landed on Earth. I was just like, this story keeps changing, and I mean, so much had occurred in your life, and you ever have that
Yeah.
moment where you're listening to someone's story, and it's like, how are they even here? But you can tell that
Mhm.
complexity and that story, that experience in your life is what fueled your desire to break through and really break through. And so, and I mean, you've been breaking ever since. You still get rowdy, and we gotta shake and move a little bit, but but nonetheless, you're always at the table ready to break through, and I think that's cool. Honey, can you hear us, honey? I wish I could do like TV and say honey via phone. Uh, honey, can you hear us? Are you with us?
Yes, I can hear y'all.
All right. So listen, Honey was a part of our family. Honey came in on night. What was it? Night 19.
Yes.
Yeah, night 19. And what made you decide that you to break through, and what was your breakthrough experience?
Well, coming in and seeing you on TikTok, that changed everything because I was at a point where um, I was going through some health issues, and um, it was like the roles had got reversed for where my kids would have to take care of me instead of me being the mom that I was used to being. And so that night when you were on TikTok. You was like, I don't know who this is for, but whoever this is for, I need you to, take charge, and God is telling you don't give up, and you know you need to get up. And I was just sitting in the living room because I had been sitting a while waiting for one of my kids to come by to just help me get off the couch. And I was like just stuck. And so I don't even believe I had clicked all the way on your live. I was just kind of sitting on there, but listening to what you were saying. And so I was like just looking around, but I decided to click on it. And when I clicked on it, I was like, well, I just felt, the anointing. I felt the spirit. And I was like, I'm at this place. And so, that was my revelation. Like God is telling me, you're not alone. You need to get up. You need to push. And that's exactly what I did. And um, just to make a longer story shorter, I've been pushing and getting up ever since. And so I think when you came back and you was talking about Breakthrough University, I was like, well, you know, I've been going through this, and now he's doing Breakthrough University, so I can't stop now. I have to keep on going.
Wow.
And it was just I knew I had to get in there. And so you kept saying, well, sign ups are coming, you have to get registered, you get registered. So I was just waiting. And so I had even called somebody, and I was like, well, I need this, I need some money for something. And I didn't tell them what it was for, but when they didn't hesitate, it took like probably about a day or so, and they sent it to me. So the next time
Wow.
that you was live, I was like, okay, well, that's my cue to go ahead and do my registration.
Wow.
And so I did my registration. I didn't know what to expect, but I knew from night 19 that I had to get up and keep going. And so in Breakthrough University, it allowed me to keep going because um, I
Mm.
thought, um, you know, I was the trauma and stuff that I dealt with as a child, that would it hindered me. And so in Breakthrough University, it allowed me to, I guess, take the bandages off and fully heal and continue to keep going.
That's
And um I'm just like I told Coach Cheryl, I remember when we did our one on one, I was like, I'm up now. It's like I'm keeping on going. I said now it's like I want to run.
that's right. That's right. That
And she was like,
is
well, she's like, you gotta take it easy. She's like, you can't run, but you up, but you gotta keep on moving. So all I can say
right.
is without taking up too much time, this is actually worth it because I got the family, I got the motivation, I got the support. No, I'm not where I would like to be still at 100%, but I am so much better than where I was at from me just getting on the live on night 19 and getting up, and I'm still up, I'm still running, and I know I have the support and the family behind me.
I think that means a whole lot, um, because of the fact that it wasn't an easy journey for you. I mean, I mean, and what I love about this is that you really made a commitment within yourself to say, listen, I gotta break through, and I gotta break through for real. Kind of like Jen, you just went in and went forward and was like, I'm breaking, and that's just the end of that story. And
Yes.
I think what a lot of times when we're in a position where giving up seems to be the best option, and God comes in and gives us other options, that is why it's important. I want you to answer me this: how important was it to have a family or a village to break through, on your journey?
Um, on my journey, it was important because growing up and going through the things I went through as a child, I always would hear, um, you know, that's not the truth, or you're making that up. And then I, like I said, bandaged those up. But then when I got, sick and the roles reversed, I didn't have nobody. All I had was my kids. And so it was like I was left alone. But then when I got to Breakthrough University, y'all gave me the push to keep on going, um, to let me know that I'm not in this alone. Because when I got sick and my kids had to start doing everything, it was just like I was left alone. But through BTU, um, and through Breakthrough University and the lives, it's just like I got the family, and um, I'm just emotional. I'm sorry.
No, you're fine. You're fine. You're absolutely fine. Um,
And it was the family I didn't had, and it was like with me going through that as a child, and then going through it as an adult when I got sick, and then to come in and do BTU, I knew I was in the right place to be.
honey, thank you so much for sharing. Listen. You know, I love you. I managed to get it on the screen, honey, speaking on the phone via the phone. But you know, honey and this family, they ministry. What you need, what we got, what we doing. I mean, they stay ready, so they never have to get ready. And I just appreciate that from all of you guys. So thank you so much, honey, for sharing. Listen,
So thank you.
I'm excited because I got to go to my A1 from day one now.
Woo!
I gotta go. I gotta switch to my A1 from day one because listen, my A1 knows now. We've been on this journey for quite some time, shit now.
Ooh, yes,
And
we have.
that's my A1 from day one.
Hi.
So Fee,
Hey.
look, hey. Fee, you really have from day one, man. Fee was the very first person on the live
Yes.
when I started, and it was the first night. I'm like, ain't nobody on this thing. God, you done sent me up here to talk to two people. So then he sent five more people that went up to seven. But Fee, okay, being here from day one, when you got into Break the University, you said something, and we're gonna hear it later. But you said something about judgment. So how did you feel unjudged in the BTU family? Like, how did that help you grow? Feeling like or knowing that no one was there to judge you.
Well, you know what? Like I said in my video, I grew up uh, being judged a lot, especially in the church.
Mm,
My dad was a pastor, but before he became a pastor, well, I did become a teenage mom. You know, in the church, you know, when you become a teenage mom, you're constantly judged.
right.
Um,
Wow. Yeah.
yeah, I remember.
And you're a PK at that, right?
Yes,
Wow.
yes.
Yeah, that's double jeopardy.
Uh,
That's double trouble there. Yeah.
so, so what? I mean, by being judged a lot, being told that I would never become anything, or because I had kids, out of wedlock or whatever, it silenced me. So I didn't share a lot with people. I became a private person.
Wow.
Um, so going through BTU one and surrounded by people that went through situations, maybe not the same, but went through situations as well, and they were being judged from their situation. It made me feel good to know that they're sharing it. Let me share my story. And so, nobody was judging anybody because everybody had something that they went through in the story to tell. And you felt very comfortable, especially if you're a private person. Um, just having people around you, genuine people that you can open up to and share, what you went through, and they embrace you. Um, I mean that's amazing. That's amazing within itself.
It truly
So,
is. It truly
and
is.
yeah, like I thought that I was the only one in the group that was going through the hardest time around that time.
And you find out that you're not, and that's what I loved about uh, BTU in itself was that you quickly found or realized that you are not by yourself in the things that we go in, that you go through. It's not
Right.
just it's a group of us. It's more than you who's going through it. And so I think, just knowing that in itself gives you a chance to say, whoa, I don't have to get stuck in this. Coach Cheryl, what did you learn in BTU? Like, how did it, because I'll share that I learned a lot in BTU, and that's coming in. But Coach Cheryl, was there anything in particular that you learned in being a part of BTU?
Well, I mean, I learned a lot, but uh, uh, it's kind of just like reiterated what I kind of already knew. Uh, I found my purpose. I kind of already knew what my purpose was. I just didn't know how I was going to fulfill it. And
Wow.
BTU just kind of showed me, like, oh, okay, this is what you had planned for me all this time. Okay. So let me walk in, because he had already been preparing me for years. I mean, the preparation is hard. And,
That's
you
right.
know, but I found out that there is so many people that, like I say, all they need is the push. All they need is the information. All they need is the knowledge, the wisdom on how to look at what they went through and not let it bog them down. Um, and they can find the why they went through it.
That's
And
right. That
when they find the why, the what doesn't matter because it
wow.
makes sense now. Yeah.
Right. When you
Mhm.
find the why, the what doesn't matter. And that's become a signature statement for BTU.
Mhm.
I think every class, Jen, you guys remember that. You guys heard it, right?
Mhm.
So
Yes.
it is so
Yeah.
important that each of us get registered. Those of you who are interested in being a part of BTU3, do me a favor. Just throw it in the chat if you are interested. Charmaine has already taken her liberty to go and pre-register. Go ahead, Charmaine, knock it out. So we celebrate
Woo-hoo.
you for that. Let's
Woo-hoo.
we clapping it up for you. And so if you have not, but you know that you do want to be a part of BTU3, if you've not done it, go pre-register. Let us know. This
Mhm.
year it's
Mhm.
important because
Mhm.
we've added a 4 week intro to discipleship, where Coach Cheryl
Mhm.
literally comes through and kind of share that conversation about discipleship. So, Jen, you were in the course. Coach Cheryl, you
Mhm.
taught the course. But how was that coming out of BTU, leaving BTU
Mhm.
one, but
Mhm.
also now figuring out, okay, what do I do with what I know? Because that was the biggest question for a lot of us. When we got to that end of the 6 weeks, it's like, oh God, give me something else to do. What else do we do? And
Yeah.
so, but Jen, you were a part of it. Coach Cheryl, you taught it. I want to hear from Jen's perspective in being a part of discipleship,
Mm.
correlating the two. How was it coming out of Breakthrough? And then also now being elevated with the understanding of what to
Mhm.
do with your newfound relationship and growth and walk with God,
Mhm.
how to really
Mhm.
impart that in your life. So I'll give you the floor on that.
So coming out of breakthrough, it's truly, more of a well, it's you're breaking traditions and breaking things that, the traumas in your life and finding your purpose. With the other class with coach, is what's happening is she's setting the foundations of the relationship with God, basically. And it just is another layer that is so important with your walk with God, with your fellowship with God. And so what's great about it is where most churches or most places, they teach their doctrine. What's great with her is that she's going straight from the Bible and breaking it down and going from the very basic of salvation and what does salvation look like, going all the way through the Lord's Supper, baptism, things that's going to make you a disciple, things that you're supposed to have that walk, and to also bring other people into that discipleship, that, being a disciple. And it is another core that is a foundation to this walk with Jesus and bringing other people in, and she simplified it for you. And so it is a must have. Once you break, once you've broken, now it's time for discipleship. Now it's time for, how do I walk this walk with God, and how do I navigate my life now, and what does it mean to be a Christian now? I broke, I've got rid of the trauma, I love myself now, but what do I do? And so the 4 weeks that she teaches is amazing because it is all foundational, straight from the Bible. It's not religious. It's not about the doctrine of this church or that church. And she allows people to ask questions, and she digs and really allows the flow of the room. And so it is amazing. She teaches it very simple. She breaks it down. And it is another core to breaking through.
That's dope. Jen, I think that is a good perspective. Coach Cheryl, I guess piggybacking up from that, what made you feel like, or what caused you to say, okay, yeah, let's go forward and do discipleship. Let's add this to what you already have, so that you can be better on your journey.
Well, having done a new member orientation for years in different churches and whatnot, when people come to join a church, it's not that they're just coming to join a church; they're looking for Christ. And when I introduce people, I always introduce them to Christ before I introduce them to a church, because that they go just join a church, then the people are going to run them up out of there. So I want them to have some foundation of what they're actually looking for. So no matter what they see when they get in there, they're still seeing Christ. They're still seeing Jesus. So based on my experience with teaching new members, that it's all right, for them to come in, or for you to introduce them to Christ, but what do they do with it afterwards? So it has to be another part to it. And so it's like with the, like I say, God has been preparing me for years, so as I see that people are coming to church, or they're joining church, but then what? They're not being really taught the basics, the things that they need to do. And so when we were doing the breakthrough, I noticed that, okay, people are breaking through, they're getting there, they're getting it. And then it's like, well, what do we do now? We went through 6 weeks of all this intensive breaking through and all of this, but what do we do with it? And so that's why, God just laid it in my heart to say we need to do discipleship, to show them what to do with what they've learned and what they've got.
So giving those tools, those tools rather, to breaking down or breaking through what it is that we've been living with. It's important because what would you say to a person that says, and all of you can answer this, Fee, Honey, everyone can answer this. What would you say to a person that says, I just ain't got it? I love the idea of breaking through and all that sounds good, but $150, that's too much, and I just don't have it. What would you say? Because Honey said something very pivotal. She said that I didn't have it, but I went and got it. I went and borrowed it. And to see where she's at right now on her journey, and what I mean by that is to see her go through trials that that had she not had the strength, probably could have broken her, but yet she stands. I think that's amazing. I think that's phenomenal all in itself. So, I mean, any of you can take that one and run with it and go first with it. What would you say?
Well, I would say, first of all, that if this is an investment in yourself, you have to be in a situation that deems you bad enough that you want is to see a change. You're tired of being sick and tired of being sick and tired. So in order for you have an opportunity, this opportunity has come up for you to be in BTU, a class that kind of shows you where you were, how to get to where you need to be, and just bring some insight and revelation. So, are you worth it? Do you love yourself enough that you would invest in yourself? It's not spending money, it's investing in yourself and in your future.
Yeah, and I would say look at it like a your business. You is your business. If you want it, you have to invest in your business in order for your business to excel. So that means that if you want to excel and move to the next level and to become something greater, you have to invest in yourself. Otherwise, nothing else is going to invest in you. So you have to put that effort towards investing in yourself to become greater.
Wow.
Yep. And I guess, like, for me, that's how I knew that even though I didn't have it, I knew I had to get it because um I like, you either can go left or you can go right. Especially if you're at a dead end. So it's only one or two ways you can go. And so at that moment I was like, no, I'm not giving up. I got up, and so I gotta continue. So that's why I knew it was important for me to get the money to secure my spot, to make sure I got in there no matter what. And like, everybody's already said, you it's like an investment. You got to know that this is something that you want. And like Coach Shirley always say, if there's no skin in the game, then you what are you putting in? Because if you don't do it, or you don't have the mindset like, okay, well, enough is enough, and I got to do something, then you won't try to get the money, or try to apply. I mean, to register for it, because you're gonna be like, oh, that's too much money. But you can't look at it as too much money, because the rewards that you're gonna get, because you're gonna know that everything you've been through, it was a purpose, and it's gonna make you get stronger and get better on your journey and keep on going.
I want
Wow.
to add to that, we're months away from when it starts and the deadline. And when I was going, when you called me about this, I did the registration. I had no idea how I was going to pay it. I was overdrawn $600. And let me tell you, I was praying and believing that God was going to some way move so I can go. I was desperate for breakthrough. I was desperate for my life to get off of the wheel. I was desperate for this so-called community and family, and I was desperate for my life to change. And when you're at the point of desperation and you are hurting and in pain and you can't get your life together, I mean, put your pennies away now, shave, put your key soda cans and go recycle. Whatever you need to do, you have 2-3 months before it's down required. Do the registration now, and let's get it going. Let's get your breakthrough, and it is worth it for your life. It is worth it. So
One of the things I would say as well, we encourage this. If you don't have it, still pre-register. If you want
yes.
to be a part,
Mm-hmm.
pre-register. It's that first step of faith. You never know who's gonna think of you, who's gonna sow for you, who's gonna support you. You don't
Right.
know, and the worst thing we could do is assume that we do know. Too many. I heard people say, nah, I'm not gonna do it," and I wasn't here to argue with them. So I said, okay, that's understandable. If you're not, you have to first
Mm-hmm.
believe that you deserve this space and you
Mm-hmm.
should take this time and invest. And so it is important. We care so much because um, I realize how important it is doing BTU, that this is the assignment. This is the assignment
Mm-hmm.
to give hope. This is the assignment to tell you not to quit, not to give up. Because if I can go find 150, I can find 1,500. And if I can find 1,500, I can make 15,000. And if I can make 15,000, who can stop me from making 150,000? It starts with that simple seed in yourself
Mm-hmm.
and that simple belief in yourself. We really invest in a community that makes it easy for you. You get to log in. We don't really use the community over there, but it's there. You have your own space to chat, and the chat's like, oh Lord, it take a long time to get in there, right? So we just go to our group me and just do everything in group me. But it's such a community. It's such a family. And one thing I appreciate Coach Cheryl for teaching me about was skin in the game. Because what I learned in that moment is that if you have people who are not valuing this, it's hard to find a village that's focused as you are. And one thing BTU 1 and 2 have taught me is that having these individuals who have come to the table with skin in the game, with commitment, with serious focus, has proven to be the greatest success. There are sisterhoods that have formed, and I don't think they'll ever break. There are family camaraderie, the check-ins and the check-ons, and the you can get through this. That's what people were praying for, and they now have it. So listen, if you're on TikTok, click the link in the bio. If you're on Facebook or any other space, if need be, go to www.latenightbreakthrough.com and you can click the link there to get registered as well. So, and listen, if you can't find or you're running into an issue, inbox me. Facebook, TikTok is Speak Well Bishop. Facebook is David Richard. Message me, let me know. Or message someone in our team. Also, there is the Breakthrough Hotline that you can call. And what's the number, y'all? Because y'all know I don't know the number.
The number is 832-856-3807.
All right, I'm going to put that up for everybody real quick. Give me a second. All right. And what's the option, Fee?
For which one?
What's the number again? 832?
856-3807.
Okay, and what option do they hit for the Breakthrough Hotline? I mean, for Breakthrough University. Option 2, right?
Option 2. No, yeah, I'm sorry. Yeah, it is option 2.
Option 2. If it's not option 2, just keep listening till you hear the right
Yeah,
option.
I believe we've made some recent changes. Honey, it I believe it's 8. I believe option
Hey,
8.
Felicia.
No, I'm Breakthrough University is option 8.
So okay, so it's option 8 then.
Option 8. That ain't what.
You
Yeah,
know, we
yeah,
made some
I'm
changes.
I'm
We
way
did.
down the line. So yeah, y'all have to listen to everybody else, and then y'all just match option 8, and it'll direct you directly over to me.
Yeah.
Now, speaking of, okay, let me pull this up. There we go. And now we got, oh, no, no, no. There we go. There y'all go. Y'all can see it now. I see Felicia in the chat saying she's interested. Felicia, go register, okay?
On
Somebody said,
YouTube, on YouTube, I put the link in there.
somebody said, wait, no, it's option number 9. No,
Option
Oh,
9. What
what
is
is that?
it?
That's
that's what
Cora.
option it is, people. I tell you
Is it
what we're gonna
option
do.
9?
We're gonna just call it, okay? Let's just
Oh
call
my
it and
God.
see. We
Yeah, Cora. I think Cora says option 9.
Thank you, Cora.
Thank you for calling DGR Ministries. Founded by Minister David.
we're gonna call it. We're gonna call it,
Oh
and we're
my
gonna
God.
find out. Cause I don't
We're
know.
closed on Sundays and all national holidays.
We're closed on Sunday and national
Please listen
holidays.
closely to
Okay.
the following menu
All right.
options before making a selection. For bookings, press 210. Otherwise, press 1 for DGR Ministries Administrator, Jennifer Royer.
Okay. Well, Jen is 1.
2 for Community 180 Administrator.
Community 180 is 2.
Press 3 for the prayer request line.
Oh, 3 is prayer
For
request.
ways to sow a seed and a PO box. Press 5 for Community 180 Re Richard. Press 6 to leave us your testimonial.
Golly. Coach Cheryl 7.
For the Director of Communications / Administrator for Coach Cheryl, Felicia.
Oh, it is 9.
And press 9 for lead moderator and BTU registration coordinator Jennifer Honey Armstrong.
Oh, it's 9, y'all. Okay, we get to that whole. That was like reading the Bible verse, right? So we're gonna correct
Wow.
that.
Yeah,
Okay.
thank you, Cora.
Thank you, Cora.
Yes, thank you,
Cora,
Cora.
so Cora, because you was right, you get the $25 Starbucks gift card.
Woo!
There you go. There you
Go,
go, Cora. You
Cora.
get a
We
$25
love you,
Starbucks.
Cora.
You get a $25 Starbucks gift card. You get a drink of coffee on us, okay? Because a small costs $29.61. So,
It really does.
honey, do me a favor. Can you talk a little bit about what it feels like when you're working with from the first phone call to the graduation call? Like what? Because you got a chance to do that with BTU too.
Yes.
How was that? How was that for you?
Um. Well, it was amazing, and I know like when I did the call outs, um, I at first I didn't know what to expect because I know I was doing a lot of calls and the information wasn't correct. So please, y'all, please put the correct information on the forms because I will be calling y'all. But I think from the initial call out and talking to the youth family to actually knowing their story, the reason why they even signed up and seeing their growth from the graduation is like amazing because you like, oh, this not the same person I talked to on the phone when they did their registration form. And you
Right.
build the bond with them. And I know everybody that was like, they was like, well, I know nobody don't call me. Honey gonna call me. So um I just like all of them. I just know the conversation. I think me and Shay, I think we stayed on the phone for that initial call like 2, almost 3 hours. And she like, oh, I know she like, I know you gotta call everybody else. Let me let you get off the telephone. But it was just the feel of, genuine family that you know that you can relate your story with somebody and
Right.
you can let them know that they're not in this alone. And then it's just amazing to see their growth because I did have a phone call. I think I can't um I think it was Natalie. I talked to her, but she was quiet like on the initial first call. But then as BTU went through, she was, she opened up more. And so now it's like if I was a caller, we probably stay on the phone a while, but I know we'll text more than anything. And you could just see the growth because, that it was really a course that they needed and that they actually broke through.
Mm-hmm.
That's
Um, so I enjoyed the phone calls because that let you know, like, hey, they're taking this serious. They really want to
Oh yeah.
break through.
I agree. Listen, you guys, it's been so fun having this conversation. I pray that you have been encouraged. That if you are watching this and you've been contemplating whether or not to break through, doesn't matter if you do it with us. What matters most is that you break through. I strongly recommend having a village, having that support system that allows you an opportunity to make sure that you're not breaking down, but you're breaking through. So, listen, thank you guys for being a part of this today. Thank you for giving us this time. We're going to close out with a message from some of our amazing Breakthrough family that have encouraged us, strongly have encouraged me, and I'm so grateful that God has allowed them to be a part of our family. Again, if you guys have questions, now that we know the correct option to go to, you guys can dial 832-856-3807, option 9. That's going to take you straight over to the lovely Miss Honey. She's going to have a chat with you, give you every detail and information and all the information that you need to break through. Click the link in the bio on TikTok, the description on YouTube, or you can also click in the description or the comment section on Facebook. Our moderators will get it to the comment chat or just inbox. It doesn't matter. We'll get the link to you if you can't find it at any of those points. But listen, thank you all so much for hanging out with us. I'm going to slide over to TikTok to have a conversation with our TikTok family real quick. Yeah, because I know all of them didn't make it over here. But we want to encourage you to pre-register. Get yourself registered for Breakthrough University, okay? Get pre-registered. And we're going to do another one of these, right, guys? We're gonna do another one.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Coach
Yes.
Sher,
Yes, please.
Coach Sher, what do you think?
Oh yeah, sure. We can do another one.
Sure. Sign you up. She was
She
we didn't
said
sign up for
weekly.
this one.
She said weekly. Coach
Weekly.
is saying weekly.
Look, see, that's how people put words in your mouth.
That Jen.
Jen, don't start. Okay, y'all,
Oh
listen. I'm so
my
excited. Well, I I've given my final words. I'm going to let Coach Cheryl give her final thoughts and expression, and then the rest of our family, you will see them on the actual. You'll see them in the video, some of them. So, Coach Cheryl, I'll pass to you.
I would just strongly advise you, if you've been having any issues, let's change your perspective on the way that you're looking at it. And that's basically all that we're doing. Changing the perspective on how you look at what you've been through and breaking through it. Look at it as an investment in yourself and a seed that you're sowing for your harvest. You never sow any seed, you can't expect the harvest. And we'll just be looking forward to assisting you on your journey to breakthrough. See you in October.
Hey BTU, I'm Minister Charles Simmons of Life Through the Spirit Ministries here in Jacksonville, Florida. I just wanted to steal a few minutes of your time and talk to you a little bit about what BTU means to me. When I first came to BTU, I met Minister D on TikTok doing Late Night Breakthrough and was searching for some things for myself. And I decided to go ahead and take the leap and join with the class that he had spoke about, which was BTU 1, the first class. And I was like, okay, God, you know what? I'm going to take the leap and I want to be able to be a part of that. And I want to see exactly what you're going to do in my life. I'm going to take that stand to find out. So I did. I got there. I wasn't as boisterous as I am now, but that allowed God to be able to open up great things within my life and to push me to new breaks, to new levels, to really break through, to let go and let God, to let go of the things in my past, to not be able to allow those things to hinder me, but yet to be able to allow those things to be inspiring to me so that way I can help someone else. And I believe that what Minister D and Coach Cheryl has been doing with Breakthrough University has been just that. And they are moving in strides and they are building a great thing to be able to inspire others to do great things within their lives and everything else that God is doing within their lives, whether it's for their family, for their business, for school, or just for their community. How to be able to give, how to be able to give back, how to be able to minister to others, how to be able to encourage one another to change your life for the better, so that way you don't have to stay in the same state that you were in. I can't wait to see what BTU 3 is about to do. I'm from BTU 1. I've seen what BTU 2 do. Now I'm ready to see what BTU 3 do. God bless you, and I can't wait to see you. Amen. God bless.
Hello, I'm Sharon Harden from the class of BTU 2. I would like to tell you some of the things I took away from BTU. 1, it helped me to build a stronger relationship with God. 2, that there's pain in your purpose, but it's a glorious journey. 3, that you're not in this situation alone, that you have friends, family that support you. You have a great team of coaches that's going to walk you through this.
I just want to tell y'all, BTU really changed my life. Like, I went from being lost to finding myself spiritually and mentally. Like, BTU really helped with that. It helped with breaking me through. Like, the people that you're going to meet, the teachers that you're going to meet, they become family. Like, I've never had a family like this. Don't get me wrong, I love my family to death. But people that's going to be on me 24/7, spiritually. Okay?
BTU helped me when I was going through a lot, just going through breast cancer. And BTU was the word of God that I needed.
Fam, what's going on? This is Fee. Listen, I would like to share how BTU 1 was such an inspiration to my life. I mean, for one, I love my BTU 1 family. Like, we bonded. We discussed so many topics, and there was a judgment-free zone, which I love because I'm so used to being judged, especially growing up. And one of my favorite topics, all of them were my favorite, don't get me wrong, but the one topic that I loved the most was talking to your inner child and letting the inner child know, hey, it's okay to let go. You're loved. I'm taking care of you now. You don't have to hold on to these things. And I that just filled my spirit, to know that I could finally let the inner child go, and to let the inner child know that it's okay. You're now in my hands. I got you. You're good. And to get that push from my family, my BTU1 family, get that push, everybody was motivating, pushing each other, to just let the past go. We are up and coming great people. We are great people, but we got much more great things in store. So BTU1 is a push to your greater self. And I encourage anyone that wants to do BTU3, please don't think twice. Don't even think one time. Just go ahead and get started. I promise you, you're going to love it, and you're going to bond. You're not going to want to go anywhere else, because you're going to bond with people that you just did not know existed, genuine people. So, BTU1, listen, I wish I could do it all over again, but I enjoyed the time that I did go through the courses. And I'm excited to see who's ready to start this BTU3 and who's ready to get this success story going. I love y'all. Have a good day.
Let me tell you a little bit about me. I grew up with self-hatred. People hated me. My family hated me. I'm the black sheep. I'm the one that was never going to be anything, do anything, go anywhere. And so I grew up with that notion that I was a nothing and no one, would never be loved, couldn't be loved. God hated me. And so even though I loved Jesus, had him in my heart, asked him in my heart, and living by the principles, listen, because of the self-hatred, because I had no foundation set as a child into my adulthood, I was going in circles. I did everything from prostitution. I jumped from relationship, man to man, looking for love in all the wrong places. Lived in poverty because I was in self-hatred. I never put myself past poverty, that I wasn't good enough for anything. What BTU did for me was teach me self-love, forgiveness of myself, how to forgive others, writing letters to the people that offended me, that broke me, that hurt me. Listen, you will not always be happy and really, have butterfly feelings inside you as you're breaking. But listen, breaking is essential to your life. If you've been in the treadmill like I was of self-hatred and denying that God had anything good for me because of what people told me and because of what I myself did for me, join us. Come break with us. Join BTU. It's worth it if you want to get off the treadmill and the circles of brokenness. Thank you. I love you. And I can't wait to see what God's going to do for you.
Hey family, how y'all doing? I am Honey. I know most of you all know me. If not, I am Honey. And I just want to come on and tell you all that today it opens the registration for Breakthrough University. Breakthrough University number 3, yes, it is on the way. Registration is open, and you need to go and get registered and be a part of this course. It is a course for 6 weeks that you will find healing, support, family, and everything you need where you want to break down but break through. I was a part of BTU1, and I had to heal from traumas that I thought, I had healed from. But In BTU 1, I learned that I only had swept those traumas under the rug. I found support in BTU 1. I found the tools for me to continue to break through and not break down. I found the family in BTU 1, and I found like-minded individuals that is walking on the same journey that I'm walking on. I found individuals that been through some of the same stuff that I've been through. I found individuals that can relate to my story. So it gave me hope. It gave me motivation to push through because I knew I was not in this alone. And that's what you will find in Breakthrough University. And today is open registration. And I would like everyone that is at a crossroads, don't know if you're breaking down or breaking through, I strongly suggest you go register and sign up.